I want to thank all of you, media and others, for coming out in this cold weather and covering this very fine event that we have this morning. I'm pleased to be joined today by Makti Ahmad, who is the regional administrator of Region 7 of the FTA, the Federal Transit Administration. Makti is the second FTA official, I think, that we've hosted this year. We were proud to have actually the guy himself, the U.S. Transportation Secretary, Anthony Fox, here in September. Makti, I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. But we're here today for a piece of business to announce that Tran has been awarded a $2 million Ladders of Opportunity grant from the FTA. The Ladders of Opportunity initiative supports the modernization and the expansion of bus service. The goal is to connect disadvantaged and low-income individuals with the vital services that they need to improve their lives. Services related to education and employment and job training and health care. The grant process was very competitive. Only 24 transit systems in the United States were selected to share in the $100 million in grants recently announced by Secretary Fox. This grant money will allow Tran to add 3 additional buses and 2 new downtown trolleys, all of which operate on compressed natural gas. Earlier this year, we celebrated the arrival of our first 5 CNG buses, which are less expensive to operate and better for the environment. Over the next 2 years, Tran's CNG fleet will increase to 29 vehicles. The new buses will replace some of the older buses in the fleet. The grant money will also provide Tran with a bus operator simulator to improve driver training and thereby increase safety. The simulator replicates the driving component of a typical bus and uses video displays of real driving experiences. The simulator's priority is for bus driver training. However, it can also accommodate other types of training for snowplow drivers and even fire and police personnel. So I want to thank the FTA very much indeed for the grant award for the transit system, and I would be delighted if Makti would say a few words for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, and on behalf of Anthony Fox, the U.S. Transportation Secretary, and Therese McMillan, our Acting Administrator for Federal Transit Administration, I want to congratulate Tran, City of Lincoln, for their successful application for this Ladders grant. Lincoln was recognized based on their need for improvements, especially when FTA funding is extremely competitive. The agency received 446 project proposals from 282 applicants, all of which total approximately $1.4 billion, 14 times the funding that was available. So the proposal that was turned in was really exceptional, and I do want to congratulate the City of Lincoln for that exceptional proposal. Priority was given to projects that provide ready access to work for individuals lacking reliable transportation, especially in low-income and underserved neighborhoods. We at the FTA Regional Office in Kansas City have always had a wonderful working relationship with Tran and the City of Lincoln. We are excited that Lincoln is a recipient of these funds to help enhance bus transportation opportunities in this community. We look forward to continue to work with Tran to complete this project, and as all federal officials say, on time and within budget.
Thank you, Mike T, and thank you also for the long, continuing positive relationship that we've had. We've been through easy matters and hard matters, and it's always been on a great personal level, and we appreciate that very much. Also with us today is Jill Becker with Black Hills. We added our very first CNG buses this past summer. I think some of you were there to cover that. And Black Hills Energy helped make those initial purchases possible. And they are also stepping up again today to make our FTA grant funds go even farther. And I think Jill has the big check here today, actually, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Black Hills Energy, I'd like to thank the City of Lincoln, Mayor Beitler, and Mike Davis for their commitment to the economic and environmental benefits of natural gas-powered public transportation in Lincoln. Black Hills Energy is committed to improving life with energy in the communities that we serve, and these vehicles will run on domestically produced natural gas, reducing the country's reliance on foreign oil sources while producing up to 90% lower emissions than gasoline and diesel vehicles on the road. They'll also be saving us all money with lower fuel costs each time these vehicles fuel up. Black Hills Energy is pleased to be a community partner in many aspects with the City of Lincoln on many numerous projects. Today, I'm proud to present the City of Lincoln with a contribution of $28,000 to help make the transition to natural gas vehicles and to improve the quality of life in Lincoln.
Mike, come on up here and be a part of this. Yeah. And you have a little check that's cashable too, right?
I believe so, yeah.
All right. All right. We all set? Thank you, Jill.
Thank you.
All right, I want to give the guy that makes everything happen for us now in the transit area, Mike Davis, our transit manager, an opportunity to say a few words here this morning. He hasn't been with us all that long, and he's been doing a great job, though. Mike?
Thank you, Mayor, Mokti, and Jill. This is exciting news for StarTran. A lot of staff time by Barb Beyer, Brian Preiner, Scott Tharnish, and Ryan Kasarik went into this application. And with the competitive process, we feel very fortunate to be receiving this award of the FTA Ladders Grant. These 5 new buses, 2 of which are rubber-tired trolleys, will be replacing buses that have surpassed their 12-year usable life, and thus will dramatically lessen the mechanical breakdowns and experience with these older buses, and will enhance efficiency and on-time performance. As the mayor said, the 3 new buses will be targeted for use on routes serving more low-income neighborhoods, and the rubber-tired trolleys will be utilized on the downtown circulator route. We are excited to strengthen service with reliable buses to employment centers, educational and training opportunities, services, and other basic needs for our patrons located in these areas. The bus operator simulator will be a great training tool. The need exists to maintain a high level of safety, provide refresher courses, reduce liability costs, and prepare for retirements and the training of new bus drivers. Drivers who get practice on a simulator first often feel more relaxed when they get behind the wheel of a vehicle. We are in the planning and procurement process currently and have plans to have these grant items procured over the next 12 months. I would also like to thank those who have given us their time and support. Jill again with Black Hills Energy, Beatty with Center for People in Need, staff, and many others. We're appreciative of the fact that the FTA acknowledges these needs here in Lincoln. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Also here today is Beatty Brosh. I hardly need to introduce her to most of you. She is, of course, the director for the Center for People in Need, a former member of the Star Tran Advisory Board, and a great advocate for the low income in the city. And she would like to make a few comments.
This is a really exciting grant. Are we lucky in Lincoln to have this opportunity to help people have better access to transportation? The Center for People in Need is a one-stop shop for low-income people. We provide comprehensive services to help people get out of poverty. The key, though, to getting out of poverty is access to transportation. You have to have transportation so that you can get to jobs, and that's what the center is all about. 38% of the people we survey say they do not have access to a reliable car. 23% use Star Tran, and a way larger number would use Star Tran if it was low income or if the low income pass was free. I'm just putting a plug. This great grant will benefit low-income people because the bus routes will be on the ones used by low-income people. The letters of opportunity will help access people getting to work by providing more opportunities and more choices for how they get to work. This grant will provide critical public transportation helping low-income people seek and secure jobs, have access to medical care, and many, many more.
Thank you, Beatty. And finally, we'd like to hear from Carl Eskridge, who is a city council person, as you all know, and probably the guy I work back and forth with the most these days, of all the cast of characters up here anyway. And I've enjoyed that experience very much. He's great to work with. He's a strong advocate of the downtown and the bus system, and we're delighted to have him here today.
Thanks, Mayor. This is a great day, and thank you so much for your role in this. We're looking at the two most recent acquisitions. These CNG buses they're just beautiful. You know, I love seeing them and look forward to these new additions as we serve the low-income people in the community. We have representatives from Downtown Lincoln Association here today, and I want to talk about that and the importance of transportation in the downtown area. Especially because downtown is growing so much. You know, thinking about kind of our new borders, east and west, the Antelope Valley, roughly 21st Street, all the way to, if you go to Arena Drive, that would be the equivalent of 5th Street. So 16 blocks, really, that's too far for most of us to walk, especially if you're trying to make an appointment or if you've got kids in tow or if it's a day like this. We need transportation to be able to get from point A to point B, whether it's for a performance or for a medical appointment or a business meeting, whatever it might be. To have this kind of accessibility to the community without getting in your car and searching for a parking place and the expense and hassle of all of that is great. And one thing in the downtown Lincoln plan from 2005, Terry, is that right? Okay, one of the missing pieces in that was a plan for a downtown streetcar route. And this won't exactly replace that, but it helps us get along, get a little farther along in that goal. So just want to thank so much everybody who was involved in this, Mike and Barb and everyone, for helping us grow as a city in all parts of the community. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all again for being here, especially Marty coming all this distance. We're putting Mike to work on the next grant application so you can get back here just as quickly as possible, if that's all right with you.
Look forward to it.
All right, questions?
How is the ridership on the bus? What are you seeing over here? How is it tracking?
Ridership is going up. In general terms, we're seeing maybe 2 to 3% increase in ridership. but because we've taken on new UNL services, the ridership is even greater than that right now. But if you remove even that UNL ridership, we're still seeing about a 2 to 3% increase.
And what can be done to get people to more utilize the bus, especially like below income and
I think this grant today is a step forward in that, to be able to have a high quality service that's reliable for people to use. Having these newer buses will increase that reliability, but as we build quality, continue to build upon our quality system to bring it even higher, I think that's important, as well as making our system competitive with the automobile and making it a good option for people to use.
You all good to go? All right, Barb Beyer, thank you for the grant writing. Advisory board members who are here, thank you for being here. And that'll conclude the matter for today. Thank you.